Joining us this morning is Andrew Zalasin. He's the CFO for RRE Ventures, a venture capital firm specializing in technology. And Andrew, thanks very much for being with us. I know you've got a lot of experience here. So first off, with Microsoft, I mean, we're talking with Chris about this earlier, a reporter who's at their press conference. What does Steve Ballmer have to really prove this morning?
Well, I think he has to prove the relevance of a new operating system in mobile. Microsoft did dominate mobile for years, but over the last 10 years has really languished. And with the new introduction and shutting down of Kin a few months back,
right.
They really have a lot to,
yeah.
Absolutely, they do have a lot to prove. The new user interface that they have at Microsoft is actually very impressive. It's consumer focused, it's consumer friendly, but it does have a business backbone, which is, I think, the market that Microsoft needs to focus on.
The business side of things.
Yes.
So they need to take out RIM.
Yes, they do. They should be directly in their target right now.
Okay, so how would they do that? Because everyone keeps talking about all the negatives. You know, Microsoft is behind on the interface. They're behind on the hardware. They're behind on apps. I mean, how do they get ahead then?
Well, I think what they're going to try to do is mix a little business and pleasure, meaning they're going to have a user interface that is consumer friendly. They're going to have some cool apps, they'll have some gaming, but they're going to have a backbone that integrates with a lot of the businesses and the IT infrastructure that is present in most of the Fortune 500 and even small companies around the United States. Mm-hmm. And when they do that, what they're going to do is allow the IT managers to sleep well at night. They'll be able to have the security, the IT policy management,
right.
The kinds of things that they're used to and really need and haven't really had in some of the other devices.
What I'm trying to figure out, because, if you're a user, if you're an iPhone user, if you're an Android user, I mean, what's going to convince that person that maybe they would want to move over to Windows 7 on their mobile platform? I mean, what's going to convince them, though?
Well, I think up front you need to have a user interface that is user-friendly.
Okay, but what do you mean user-friendly, though?
User-friendly meaning that it's something that is intuitive, that a consumer wants.
But that's what Apple has, right? I mean,
yes,
that's what Android has.
It does. And IT managers are going crazy because people are walking in and they're buying phones and smartphones like the iPhone
right.
and the Android on their own expense accounts. And they're walking in and saying, we must have this integrated into the system.
Okay.
The IT managers are having a problem with that because they don't have the ability to integrate broadly.
I see. Okay, so the key is integration then, is being able to then use it across different platforms, right?
Yes.
Without getting too technical.
Absolutely,
okay.
And I think on top of that, the fact that the companies are the ones who are dictating what is going to be purchased by the consumer and by the employee, I think that'll have a big impact on what's being used.
Okay, all right, Andrew, thank you for your perspective on this. I appreciate it.